come together and have a conversation with you and talk a little bit more about the retreat coming up in Costa Rica. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Jane, 22nd through the 26th. And, oh, sorry, 27th. Okay. So just wanted to kind of share with you some of the things that we're going to be doing there, and maybe give you a little bit of idea of what to expect or potentially expect or could go on for you there, or that you could get out of the retreat. And, you know, one of the big things that Jane and I have worked very, very hard over the past many months that we've been working together on this and planning things is really lining up the right kind of experience, activities, and exercises that will help you all bring out whatever that is that you need to bring out. Because the biggest thing that we really want to share with you today here and talk about is this is about you. This retreat, the event, it's about you. It's not about me and Jane. And everyone coming is going to have their own experience. And what that is for each person or what they want to get out of the event is going to be different, right? But this event is about you. And one of the things that we wanted to share with you today was one of the exercises that we're going to be really that we're going to be doing is about vulnerability. And, you know, I want to step back for a second. The first time I went to a women's retreat event, anything ever, was, I believe, and correct me, Jane, and if I'm wrong, but I think it was 2 years ago.
2 years.
And yeah. And it was in Vermont. It was the straight retreat that Jane put on there. And it was so funny because I was so nervous about going. In fact, right up until the last minute, I had an airplane ticket bought, everything. I was just going to make an excuse and not go because I didn't know what to expect. I thought, oh my gosh, are we going to like be all like, am I going to bare my soul and have to tell my deepest secrets to women, to strangers I've never met before? We're all going to sit around a campfire and bawl our eyes out all weekend, you know? So it really scared me and made me nervous. And so we don't want any of you to have that kind of concern or fear coming around the retreat. Okay. So that's why we're doing these videos, and some of them I believe we're doing live, and some are, you know, recorded that we're putting out there for you guys, is to share with you. And there's some very, very powerful activities and exercises that we'll do, but one of them that really, you know, hit me very deeply, and I think that's where I got my transformation, Jane. You'll have to, I think this is the one, was vulnerability.
Yep.
And yeah, putting yourself out there, right? And I allowed one of the other women in the retreat to be able to help me. She had what I needed. She had the words that I needed to hear, and it helped me release that. And so this exercise is what we do around vulnerability is just extremely empowering. And you wouldn't think it is, right, Jane?
Right.
Like the word vulnerability doesn't make you sound powerful, right? But it is, right? And speak a little bit to that, Jane. Like, why is that so empowering to us to be vulnerable?
Well, I just want to use us as an example, although this is not about us, but it's really about our journey as well. So when we first met, we didn't really know a lot about one another, but over a lot of wine and rum, I'm thinking, we chatted, and over the, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 years, we just started talking about our experiences and opening up, and as we got comfortable with one another, we had the confidence to reveal some of our inner secrets. Not that they were the darkest secrets, but some of them were. And it allowed us to become friends at a deeper level. And I think that's a really important thing in this situation. So when you come into a group of other women that you don't really know, but we have rules. We have rules around how we're going to participate in our circle. And so everybody comes in with the same rules, the same knowledge, and we all are loving, accepting, and understand that this is a confidential circle. And so if you feel that you have something you want to release that has been holding you back all your life, or for the last 20 years, or for however long it's been gnawing away at you, you can release it in this group and not have any fear about doing that. And I think that's how you and I came to be where we are today, right? Because we reveal things to each other. We when we're talking to one another, we come from love, and when you do all of that, it's a magical experience having a friend like that. And this circle will be a group of friends that you will have for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And the retreat that we went to, I mean, every woman there, remember all of their names, and I still connect with almost every one of them.
Yep.
And absolutely, I feel like I could call up and the lady that actually helped me with my moment of realizing it was okay to be vulnerable, because what you do, I know in our relationship, Jane, we have this, there is no fear between us. It's rare that you get an opportunity to be able to just say what's on your mind, or that you're feeling, or what your fears are, without feeling like maybe you're going to be judged, or maybe not, judged, but secretly, even, like, there's none of that with you and I.
No.
And I've never felt anything other than, even if there was a slight difficulty that arose, like, we can talk about it. And I don't ever feel like, okay, if I tell Jane really what's in my head right now, she's not going to ever want to be around me again.
No.
Or she's not going to love me anymore, or she's not going to think I'm a good person. Like, those thoughts have never gone on in my head when it comes to you and I, because of the kind of relationship that we have. And I wish that I had that with all women in my life, and I have it with a few, but you're not going to get there without being able to be okay with putting yourself out there, if you will. Because I think you and I are both very strong in our relationship. We're very confident in it. We're very safe in it, and we're both have power in the relationship, if you will. And quite use that word, but so absolutely. Again, Jane and I are just talking to you about this because we want to share with you our experience, the results that these kinds of exercises and things have brought into our life. And so we want to share that with you to give you an idea of, you might be saying, well, if I come to Costa Rica, like, what can I expect? What can I expect to get? How can I expect to change the results that I'm getting in my life right now? Well, this is one of the huge ways, and that's why we're sharing it with you. Maybe you're thinking, that's fine, guys, but I have lots of women in my life that have that kind of relationship. That's great. Then can you take that to a deeper level? Can you, Jane and I have taken our relationship deeper and deeper. In fact, this year's probably been pretty huge that way for her and I, with sharing and sharing with you, exposing ourself, exposing our concerns and our fears, and exposing the things that we're working through. We decided to support each other in that, so that we could be there to support you and encourage you to reach out and do more. Reach out and, let your light shine brighter, even if you feel your light is shining now, and step more into the power of who you are. And so, it's you can always strive for more. This has made me stretch so much. This has made me, reach out. As I've been telling Jane I wanted to do for what, 3 years now we've been sitting on that patio drinking rum, I've been telling you this. And finally this last year, last April, and you know, she said, okay, then when are you going to? Like, just like that, you know, just hit me in the eyes with it. And I was like, well, you know, I guess how about like right now? And that's where this all came from, partly. So you know, you can always have you can always go further, go deeper. That's what we want to encourage you to do.
Right.
And Women's Circle is a great place to do that. It's a safe place to do that.
Yes. It's going to be a beautiful week. And this is just one of the things we're going to talk about. In and amongst all of the other fun things we're going to do, like walking on the beach and shopping and being a mermaid, like Nisa's mermaid cup. So anyway, so if you have any questions, please message Anisa or I. We'd be happy to talk to you about the retreat or answer any questions you may have. And you can go to www.tropicalradiance.com and see what's included, what's not included, and some of the experiences you might have during our retreat. So thanks a lot, everybody. Thanks, Anisa.
Thanks for joining us.